Good morning. Good morning, guys. Today we are going to continue our revision for the final exam. We will start today with chapter 5. And before we start, I would like you to watch this video to remind you about the first and the second lessons in this chapter, which are potential and kinetic energy. Let's watch this video together.
Yes!
Okay, guys. So this video was showing two things, two main important things. Can anyone tell us, Farah? Yes, Farah, please.
Potential and kinetic energy.
Potential and kinetic energy. Excellent, Farah. طيب. So, as we watched here, this video is talking about our lesson, which is lesson 1 and lesson 2 in chapter 5, kinetic and potential energy. We are going to start reviewing them. Who can tell me what is the kinetic energy? Who remembered what is the kinetic energy? What is the kinetic energy? Anyone can tell me? Can anyone? Yes, Farah.
Miss kinetic energy is the energy of motion or movement.
Excellent. Excellent. And potential energy, ya Farah?
Not moving, the position.
Yes, energy of position. So, kinetic energy is the energy something has because it is moving. As you see here in the video, while this guy was moving on his bike, he is having kinetic energy. Okay? Okay, anyone would like to ask any question? Ahid, yes?
No, miss. I just want to answer.
All right. Okay. Can you give me other positions we have if we have kinetic energy?
What, miss?
Give me other positions. Moving on a bike, what else?
Okay, like running, walking,
Okay, bravo. Running,
jumping.
excellent. Okay.
Yeah.
Tamam. Now, there are factors that affect the kinetic energy of moving objects. What are these factors?
Can I answer?
Yes, please.
Speed and mass.
Speed and mass. What do you think about speed and mass? If you have more speed, what is the relation between the speed and kinetic energy? If you have more speed, do you have more kinetic energy or less kinetic energy?
More kinetic energy.
Excellent. So
More
this
kinetic.
is the relation. The first factor that affects the kinetic energy is the mass. And if you have more mass, okay, sorry, the speed, start with speed. If you have more speed while you are moving, that means you have more kinetic energy. So this is the relation between these two things, kinetic energy and the speed. What about the mass? What about the mass? What is the relation between kinetic energy and mass? Yes, ya Ahmed.
Like the mass of an object, like will increase kinetic energy. Increasing mass
Increasing mass, if you have more
will increase kinetic energy.
that means you have increased kinetic energy. Okay, so this is the relation between these two factors of kinetic energy. It is a direct relation. When one increases, the other will increase. Okay.
Okay.
So we said speed. What is the speed? Speed is the distance an object moves in a certain amount of time. Okay, when I want to measure your speed, I have to depend on two factors at the same time, which is the distance you move, okay, in a certain time. That means if you were faster, yani you and your friend are making race, okay, for the same distance, but you arrive before him. That means you have more speed because you move this distance in shorter time. So to calculate the speed of an object, you use this law: speed equals distance in meters over time on seconds. Okay? So let's say I want to calculate my speed. You have the first one, which has a speed, sorry, which has move a distance of 10 meters, okay, in 2 seconds. And the other person move the same distance in 5 seconds. Which one has more speed, the first or the second person?
The first.
First, because he moved this distance in shorter time,
Yeah.
right? Yes. Okay. Now, as we said, increasing speed of an object will increase kinetic energy of it, and increasing mass of an object will increase kinetic energy of it as well. Now, potential energy is the energy of position, as Farah said, and that means it is a stored up energy. Now, as you watch in this video, when this guy move up to the hill, while he moving up, okay, his position become high from the ground, and he stopped, okay? So, while he's moving up, its energy was stored. When he come to the top of the mountain, the energy was stored. And this energy, when it's stored, it's called potential energy. As an example, or another example, if you have a ball, okay, you hold it up. When you hold this ball up in this position, in high position, this ball, it's not moving right, but it has a stored energy inside. If you leave this ball, what will happen, ya Farah? If I leave this ball, what will happen?
What mass?
If I leave the ball, what will happen? If I hold a ball up, okay? I pull it, I hold it up high from the ground. This ball will have which type of energy, ya Farah?
When it's hold,
When it's hold up.
potential energy.
Excellent. Kidan, when I leave this ball to move, what will happen?
It will have kinetic energy.
Yes, this potential energy will, uh, uh, just a minute, guys, because I have some students just entered now. Okay. So when I leave this ball to move down, this stored energy in the ball will be converted to a motion, will be converted to energy of movement, which is the kinetic energy. Okay? So potential energy is a stored up energy, while kinetic energy is the energy of motion, or the energy something has because it is moving. Now, there is something called gravitational potential energy. Okay, who can tell me what is the meaning of gravitational potential energy? Who can tell me the meaning of it? Who remember? Yes, يا عاهد كده أنا لا أوكي عاهد
Gravitational energy, the potential energy of an object that is subject to the pull of gravity.
Yes, من الword اللي هي gravitational, that means gravity. Okay,
Yeah.
that means it is a potential energy, okay, that is subject to the pull of the gravity. Okay, right. All right. Now, the potential energy. Now, if you have, let's say, of a book, you have shelves. Okay, you have shelf A, shelf B, shelf C, and shelf A is the higher shelf of these all. A, B, C. Higher shelf is A, and the lowest shelf is C. Which one, if I put the book on two books, one on shelf A and one on shelf C, which one will have more potential energy? The book on the shelf A or the book on the shelf C? Yes, ya Kinan.
What's the question?
The question was, if you have two books and
Yes.
you have shelves, okay? You have
Okay.
shelf A, B, C. Shelf A is the highest shelf. B is lower and C is the lowest shelf. Okay? Which book in which shelf will have more potential energy? The book on
A.
shelf A with big excellent. Why, Kinan? Why?
Because it's higher.
Because
And it
it's higher.
has more.
Yes, excellent. Because it's higher. And if the position of any object is higher from the ground or from the floor, that means it has
Stored energy.
more stored potential energy because of its position. Okay, that's great. في any question till here, guys?
No.
And these you will have pictures for these examples on Mrs. Asil's study sheet. Now, what is an elastic potential energy? Who can remember what is an elastic potential energy? Yes, Farah.
It's the energy stored in a spring.
Spring, excellent. The more a spring is compressed, the more potential energy is stored. When you compress a spring, that means it has more stored. When you leave it, what will happen to the spring when you leave it? Yes, Ahid.
Miss, your voice is lagging. Can you repeat the question?
I'm saying about the elastic potential energy. Is it clear now, Ahid, my voice? Is my voice
Not so clear. It is like lagging at the first.
now?
Miss, can I disconnect the class and
Yes, yes,
rejoin?
of course. Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Okay, Kinan. Yes, yeah, Kinan. Now, we said, can you hear me, Kinan?
Yes.
Okay, we said about the elastic potential energy. We said that it is energy stored in a spring. Okay, now if you compress the spring, you will have more potential energy, right? What
Yes.
will happen if you leave it?
It will bounce off.
That means what is happening to the energy? Is it changed or
To
converted?
kinetic energy.
Yes, excellent. Converted to kinetic energy. There was also the video show you about the law of conservation of energy. Can anyone explain for me this law of conservation of energy? يلا يا فرح.
The law of conservation of energy is when energy is neither created nor destroyed.
What that means, Farah?
Like the energy will not create or
Can you create an energy from nothing?
no.
We cannot. Energy cannot be created. We cannot make the energy. Okay?
Yes.
And we cannot destroy it. So what's happening? So I was having this ball up high. Okay, it have stored energy, and then this energy when this ball go down, it will stop. It will move and stop. So what's happening here? It's not destroyed, not created. So what's happening? Yes, Yakinan.
Yes.
Yalla, tell me. Farah said, no, law of conservation of energy means that an energy is neither created or destroyed. I cannot make energy. I cannot create. And the energy is not destroyed. So what's happening to the energy?
Energy changes into different forms.
Yes, excellent,
Sound.
excellent, excellent. Like we have different types of energy. في عندي الموفينج الكاينتيك انرجي، عندنا البوتنشال انرجي، عندنا الساوند انرجي، عندنا الهيت انرجي. اوكي؟
Okay.
اوكي، yes يا زينة. Any question, dear? Kareem, any question? Zena, would you like to ask any question?
No, I want to answer.
Okay. So, thank you, Zena, but I wanted to explain something here. So, law of conservation of energy means energy is neither created nor destroyed. So what's happening? Energy changes into other forms, okay? Including sound, including heat. Now, when you play on any music machine or tool. Okay, you are moving your يعني مثلا playing on the piano, right? Now you move your fingers on the piano, and this moving is kinetic energy, right? Now this kinetic energy could be converted to a sound energy. Okay, so in this way we can observe that the energy is not created and not destroyed. It's just changed or converted from one form to another. And also, as the example we saw, while we hold up a ball or we hold something up, this object will have a potential energy, stored energy, because of its position, and this potential energy will change or will be converted to another form of energy, which is kinetic energy, when we leave this object to move down. Okay, is this clear? Any question? Kinan, you have any question? Kareem, Zaina? Any question? Okay, so energy changes into other forms, including sound and heat, or it moves to ground and air. Sometimes the energy moves up to ground or to the air, but it's not lost, has not been lost, yani not destroyed or not created. Okay, now we will start with section 3 in this chapter, which is energy transfer. What is the meaning of energy transfer? Who can tell me? What is the meaning of energy transfer? Yes, Yakinan.
Energy moves from one object to another.
Give me an example, please. Can you give me an example?
If
Give me an
if a
example
football,
of transferring energy. Yes.
if a player hit the football
Mhm.
and it hit the goal, it will transfer energy to the goal.
And now again, please, and raise your voice.
If a player
Uh-huh.
hit the football,
Mhm.
it, it will touch the goal and the and the ball will transfer energy to the net.
صح, bravo. Moving your leg to kick a ball. This is an energy. When you kick the ball, this energy transfer to the ball, and the ball will transfer the energy to the net. Okay? This is transferring energy. Thank you, Kinan. Would like anyone give me any other example of energy transfer? Farah. Zena. Yes, Zena. Kareem.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Zena. Yes, please. You have any other example of energy transfer?
No.
طيب, I will ask you, ya Zena. Okay? If you have a cup of hot drink, let's say tea, okay? And you hold this cup by your hand. What will happen here? How the energy will be transferred? Are you going to feel the hotness of the cup? Are you going to feel the hotness of the cup? Yes, Zena? Zena,
Can you repeat? Yeah, we're gonna.
yeah, the question is, if you hold a cup of hot tea, any hot drink by your hand, صح? Now, what will happen after a while? Are you going to feel the hotness of the cup?
No.
You are not going to feel it?
Yeah.
See how you are going to feel it? It's hot. It is hot, ya Zena. If you touch something hot, you are not going to feel the hotness?
No. Yes. Gonna to feel it.
you are going to feel it, صح? So what's
Yeah.
happening to the energy now? How the energy transferred from the cup to your hand or from your hand to the cup? What do you think, Zena?
From the hand to the cup.
From your hand to the cup? Okay,
Yeah.
can anyone help her? Kareem.
No, that's wrong because from the cup to the hand, because we
Why?
hold it. So
Why?
the hotness stored in the cup. So
Yeah.
it is transferred from the cup to the hand.
يعني يا زينة and everyone دايما the energy, thank you Kareem, دايما the energy will be transferred from the object which has more energy to the object which has less energy. Your hand will become hot, صح؟ معناته الانرجي transferred من الcup to your hand. Okay يا زينة, do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay, so energy transfer is when energy moves from one object to another. As the first, just a minute. As we see here in the first example, we said in football, a header can transfer energy to the ball very quickly. You snap your neck muscles to push the moving ball with your head. First of all, you move your muscles of your body to push the ball with your head. The ball pushes back, but not as hard. You send the ball flying toward the goal. The ball is in the net. The energy goes from the ball to the net and from the net to the ball. Okay? And when you hit the net, now this ball will move the net. Okay? And the net also again will hit the ball. So the energy goes from the ball to the net and from the net to the ball. The ball falls to the ground because of energy loss. It loses its energy to the net. Okay? Any question?
No.
Guys, okay. Is it clear?
Yes.
All right. Now, let's look here at this. Who know what is this?
Newton's cradle.
يعني عليك. Excellent. This is Newton's cradle. And in this one, it is a very good example to see how the energy is lost or how energy loss is happening. What will happen when you pull up to one side a sphere? هدول الspheres عندي هون 5 spheres. What will happen if you pull a sphere up to one side and then release it? يلا, who can explain for us what is happening? Yes, Kinan.
The energy transfer from one sphere to another.
طيب, let's say step by step, okay? When you pull a sphere up to one side and then release it, it will swing back, right?
Yes,
Then it will collide with what?
with the other sphere.
Bravo, it will collide with the other sphere to the next sphere. And this will produce a loud click. Now the sphere on the opposite side swings away. ليش؟ على the other side, هلا هون, when you pull a sphere to one side and then release it, this will click to the next sphere, and the one here at the end will move up. Why?
Because
Why?
of the kinetic energy.
Yes, continue, Kareem. Kinan.
Because of the kinetic energy.
Yes, it is transferred. Kinetic energy transferred through the spheres from one sphere to another. And this repeats itself many times. طيب, how they will stop? They will keep on moving, then they will stop. How?
Because of collision.
Yes,
They will.
collision. Yeah. Now, أنا, first of all, when you hit it, the height of a swinging sphere will be high. Then they will start to decrease in height of the swinging sphere, decrease slightly with each energy transfer. because the energy is transferred every time. They are losing energy, and the height of the swinging will be decreased until the sphere all will stop moving. Okay, did you understand this? Did you remember this? Any
I
questions?
remember it.
Yes. Any
Again,
questions?
that's good. No, it's too easy.
Okay. Now energy is lost with each collision. Each collision, when any one sphere collides with the other one, with the next one, the energy is lost. Okay. The click sound is one indication that energy is being lost to the air. يعني أصلا هاي الانرجي جزء منها تحول ل sound energy. When you hear this voice of a click, that means energy is lost, and that means it is converted to another type of energy, which is sound energy, and lost to the air. Energy is also lost as heat each time the spheres collide because of the friction between them. Okay? So now we'll come to mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is total amount of energy an object has due to potential energy and kinetic energy. يعني if you add the potential energy and kinetic energy of an object together, in total, this will give you mechanical energy. And one example of mechanical energy, winding up the toy. If you wind up the toy, gives it potential energy. When you stop winding the toy and place it down, it will have kinetic energy. The sum of the toy's potential energy and kinetic energy is its mechanical energy. Clear?
Clear.
Yeah, clear.
Now, energy transformation happens when energy changes from one form to another. يصير عندي تحول أو converting من مثلا heat energy لsound، من sound لheat، من kinetic energy لpotential. هاي هي الانرجي transformation. Conversion يعني conversion. Example, when an object falls, okay? What is the transformation of energy that happens here? Who can tell me? When an
Can I say?
yes, please, Farah.
It's a change from potential energy to kinetic energy.
برافو. هذا اسمها energy transformation. To be more specific, okay? It is transformed. I can say it is transformed from potential energy to kinetic energy. Thank you, Farah. Another example, when water rushes through a dam, and the water, okay? هاي الwater used, moving water used for something, who knows for what? Rushing through a dam, اللي هو السد تبع المي. Okay? هاي كانت transferred from which type to which type يا كريم؟
Yes.
يلا كريم. Can you tell me another transformation of energy؟
Yes.
Yes, احكي لي بهذا example. When water
Okay.
rushes through a dam.
When water rushes through a dam, energy transforms from kinetic to electrical energy through generators.
برافو عليك. Excellent. هاي كمان عندي another type of or example of transformation. كانت kinetic اللي هي moving water, and it's transformed to electricity, another form of energy. Thank you very much. Now, energy transfer. When energy moves from one object to other, example, energy transfer from the billiard players to the stick to the white ball. Energy also transfers from the white ball to other balls. يعني لما نلعب بلياردو احنا، okay? عندكم stick وفي balls. Do you all know what is the billiardo game?
Yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes, I know what the billiard
Now
game.
you hold this stick, and the energy transfer from you, the player who is playing, to the stick, because you are moving the stick. And this stick will hit the ball, the white ball, and this energy will be transferred to the ball. This ball will hit other balls, and this energy will be transferred to other balls. This is an example of energy transfer. All right, we still have 3 minutes. We can continue. We start with chapter 5, lesson 4. Here, this one for lesson 4 and 5, thermal energy and thermal energy transfer. Let's take the first part of this lesson, lesson 4, heat. What is the meaning of heat? Let's see who I will pick. I will pick Zena. What is heat, ya Zena?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, teacher. Yalla, tell me quickly, Zena, what is heat?
Heat. Heat is the transfer of energy between materials because they have different temperatures.
طيب, I will ask you a question, ya Zena. If you have a cup of drink and this cup has a temperature of, let's say, 25 Celsius degrees, okay? No, let's say 37 Celsius degrees, 37. And you hold it by your hand and your body's temperature is 37 Celsius degrees. What will happen? Is any energy will be transferred between you and the cup? عندهم التنتين the same temperature. الكب عندها 37 Celsius degree ويور hand or your body has 37 Celsius degree. Is any energy transfer will happen here يا زينة؟ فرح.
No, miss.
No, why فرح?
Because heat transfer when they have the same temperature.
When they have the same temperature,
They are different temperature.
different. when عندي two objects have the same energy طب هذا زي هذا no transfer. But if one of the objects have more energy or more temperature than the other object, فأنا عندي difference with temperature معناته energy will be transferred from object with higher temperature to object of lower temperature. Okay, we will stop here, guys. Any question?
No.
Okay, take care. We'll continue tomorrow. And please don't forget to study from now, okay?